What's good, squad? Back at y'all with another video. Today's topic is you are worthy of love. When it comes to these situations that we deal with within life, we could go through certain scenarios that strip you of either wanting to show love or wanting to receive love. And what we all got to understand is love is one of the highest frequencies you could have within this world that we live in, this realm that we live in. So if you're operating from the space of love, things are gonna work and transpire in your life to your best benefit in almost every scenario, because you're working out of one of the highest frequencies you can work out of. And therefore, whatever you put out, like I always say, whatever energy you put out is what you're going to get back. So when you put out love, no matter what, you're going to receive that back, because that's how the world works. That's how the universe works. It's a universe. Everything's connected. Everything goes around in a loop, or like in a circle. Everything always comes back around. What goes around comes around. So what you put out, you're going to get back. So the reason why you want to put out a love frequency and spread it to whoever you can that is not going to take advantage of it is because not only is it going to benefit whoever it is that you are spreading it to, but it's also going to benefit you in the long run. And that's the type of frequency you want to keep around you. We all have our moments to where we operate on those lower frequencies, but fear, anger, sadness, depression, anxiety, we all have moments in our life to where we run away from love, or for whatever reason. Maybe you had some childhood trauma, or maybe you had some trauma within some relationship you were in, and it skews your view on being open. That's really what it comes down to. It's how open you can be to be able to not only give it, but more importantly, receive it too, because you want to be able to receive love not only from other people, but also yourself. So you got to be open to that space though. And a lot of times things that we go through have us closed off from the idea or from wanting to receive love. I know for me specifically, I'm a natural giver. So I'm always showing love and giving out love, but it's hard for me to receive stuff. So as of late in my life though, I've been able to notice that and be honest with myself about it, and be more open to receiving things in general, because you got to be in balance with everything. So just as much as you give, you have to be able to receive. Otherwise, you're going to be out of balance, and your desires or your manifestations aren't going to come to be, because you're not in a balanced state. When you're in a balanced state, that's when your manifestations and your desires, your blessings, they come to you, because you're not tipping the scales on either end of too much. You're not overly giving, and you're not overly receiving. You're right on the same balanced scale within the two. So again, a lot of times it's just about recognizing that whatever you went through in your life holds no bearing onto where you're at now, like who you are as a person. That's not your identity. That's just something that happened. So and everybody's been on both ends. You have been on the end of being hurt and also hurting somebody. So that's what you got to understand too. Like, nobody's any better than anybody else. You have hurt people, and people have hurt you. But just because that's happened doesn't mean that you don't open yourself up to be able to continue to spread love to the right people and receive love from the right people. And that's really what it comes down to, is just it wasn't that right person or those right people who were in your life who were maybe taking advantage of you, or didn't treat you the way that you felt like you should have been treated. Or it could have been you that was in a specific mindset to where you were closed off because of what happened to you, and because you were closed off, it stunted your ability to show proper love to somebody else who was in your life to show you the right love, but you just have been so accustomed to a certain way of being in relationships, or a certain way that things go, that you don't open yourself up to the idea and possibility that not everybody is the same. So, and again, that's something that I had to learn within my own thing. Trust is a big thing when it comes to opening yourself up to the ability to receive and give love. Trust is a big thing. Being able to really truly trust somebody and let them into you, who you are on like your inside, is not an easy thing. That's why, you know, we all build up our defenses and, you know, our boundaries and barriers, but you know, you got to be able to let the right people in so that you can receive what it is that you're supposed to receive from this world. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole experience that we have here, is to experience stuff. And yes, you can experience stuff on your own, and you should experience stuff on your own. You should find that love within yourself, but we are creatures of companion. So you also, that's the whole point of being here too, is also to find the right people that you can share certain experiences with, that are going to heighten the experience. It's not just going to be you there. So there are certain things that you're going to do with certain people, and it's going to make it even better than it would be if you were to do it alone. Yes, you could do it alone and have a great time, but having that person who you love standing right next to you, walking through those situations, you create memories and bonds that can't be broken. So that's another thing too. You got to be able to let whatever happened in the past be the past and continue to move on within the future. Forgive whoever needs to be forgiven, and move on with your life so that you can enjoy it to the fullest and not be bogged down or held back or shackled by the way something transpired or went in a previous version of yourself. Because really every day you get to be a different version of yourself. So when you think about it from that standpoint, you can, every day you wake up, you can choose to do things in a different manner. You can choose to be more open. You could choose to, if you're a overgiver, you can choose to be a receiver as well. If you are somebody who receives well but doesn't give, you can take the time to recognize that and say, you know what, I'm gonna give more, and then balance yourself out on the inside, and then everything that is supposed to come to you naturally will come to you, because you're within balance and harmony. So you're at the right frequency, which means you're open enough to receive all of the blessings, love, and all that stuff that you can that you're supposed to receive. So that's what it comes down to. Again, love is one of the highest frequencies. The only frequency that's higher than love is authenticity. But if you're being authentic with yourself and other people, then that means you're naturally going to be showing love to yourself and those people. So those two frequencies are one and the same. They coincide with each other. And that's why when you are around somebody who is authentic and you're getting that type, and you're getting love from that person, is much different than when you're around somebody who is not being our authentic self and showing you love, because then the love is not going to feel like it's from a place of, like it's from a genuine place. It's going to feel like it's from a forced place. Like it's going to feel off a little bit. To whereas when you're with somebody who is being their authentic self and they're showing you love, you're going to feel it to your core, and it's not going to be, it's going to be something that you can't replicate anywhere else. And that's something you should absolutely welcome in to yourself as much as you possibly can. Welcome that authentic love from the right person or the right people, because it's only going to raise your frequency and help you to manifest the things that you need to manifest. The key though is to, when you are receiving that love from whoever it is to pour back love into them too. Pour back real authentic love within them, so then y'all can have this circular motion of energy flowing, and between the two of y'all, you can generate and manifest your stuff at a higher clip than you would if you were doing it by yourself, or if you were doing it with somebody who's not being authentic. You know what I'm saying? But if you get two people who are on the same frequency of authentic love between each other, that's a powerful thing, because it's, first off, you're already magnetic because you're being authentic and you're showing genuine love. So then when you put those two magnetic people together, it creates this force that generates a lot of things that are unexplainable happening. So stuff that you couldn't even really think of or see coming or believe to be a thing will be, when you combine those two energies together, and it sends out a magnified frequency of love. You're combining two powerful sources of love together into one, and when you mold it into one, it creates a frequency that ripples through time and space and all that other stuff, and it will start to bring things into your existence for the both of you, because you're in harmony. So that's the thing, that's what it comes down to. Everybody is deserving of love, and that's what you have to tell yourself. It doesn't matter what you've been through, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter your financial status, it doesn't matter what whatever, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are valuable, you are worthy of love, and you should love yourself. And by loving yourself, you will naturally attract people who are on your frequency, and when you do that, you can love those people. They'll love you back. You'll pour into each other, and again create this magnified power of love and appreciation, gratitude, all that good stuff, all those high vibrating frequencies, and together you will create existence between each other that, again, is unbreakable. One, it's an unbreakable bond, and then two, like I said, it's gonna help you to manifest your dreams, aspirations, your goals, whatever y'all have together. As long as y'all can stay on the same frequency and pour into each other, everything you want is gonna come to fruition, and it's gonna turn out the way that you want it to turn out. And that's not just romantically. Yes, when we think about love, we think about romance, but that could be between two friends. It could be between a parent and a child. It could be, look, love is love. You know what I mean? Love is love, but it's not, when I say that, it's not just romantic. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, if it is a romantic thing, then that's even more of a powerful combination, because again, that's a different type of love as to those other scenarios. So that's a different connection when it comes down to it. But that's my words of wisdom for today, man. Everybody is worthy of love. You should give out love, again, to the right people. And even when people don't treat you right, still show them love, because at the end of the day, a lot of times people don't know what they're doing. They don't even know why they're doing it, because they're caught up on what happened to them in their life before. Again, this is something I knew for a fact, because it wasn't until I really dug into myself and figured out my triggers that I started to realize why I would react certain ways to people. And once I realized it, I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna react those ways anymore. And you know, no matter what, I'm gonna stick to a standard of, I'm gonna show you love. So even if you maybe do me wrong, I understand that at your core, you really didn't want to. It's just something that you're going through. And that's a lot of times, that's all it is. Like, really, most of the time, that's all it is. Somebody went through something at some period of their life. It skewed their way of thinking about people and situations. It made them close themselves off so that they wouldn't get hurt again. And therefore, you build up habits that you carry on throughout your life, because you were just trying to protect yourself from being hurt. It's really nothing against the other person. It's just something that you do to protect yourself. But when you come out of that fear that everybody's out to get you and everybody's gonna hurt you, then you can actually realize that not everybody out here is out to get you. There are some people out here who have your best interest at heart, and they want nothing for you but goodness and love and positivity and growth. And by being able to recognize, by being able to drop the boundaries and recognize recognize your triggers and recognize that not everybody is the same, then you're able to pinpoint who is being authentic and allow them in your life, so that again you can get that good energy flowing in your life, and then it'll naturally just take over. And then anybody who's not vibrating on that love frequency is just going to vibrate out of your life, because now you're focusing on that frequency. Excuse me. So again, that's what it comes down to, is whatever energy that you're allowing in and whatever energy that you're putting out. So for me, my advice is to put out that love and then allow yourself to receive the love from the right people and places, and operate from that standpoint, so that you're not living in fear, and so that you're not holding yourself back from all the blessings that you naturally have given to you. It's just they're right there waiting for you. It's just that you haven't allowed yourself to fully grasp them because of an old pattern or an old way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So open yourself up to the right energies from the right people, embrace it, milk it, really honestly milk it for all that you can milk it for, because all it's going to do is going to elevate your way of life, period, because you're allowing that good positive energy to flow within you. So that energy takes up all the space, and there isn't a lot of energy left for the negativity once you allow that stuff in. But you have to understand yourself, let go of old stuff, and let in the new stuff that's right there in front of your face for you, that you're supposed to be benefiting from, but you're not allowing it in because you have these blocks that you have up. You have these walls and boundaries that you have up on the wrong people. Keep them up for the right people who show you that they're not there to show you love, or that their energy's off. You keep it up for the right people, but for those people you keep your boundaries up. But for the people who are there for you and really have your back, like really, that in your core, like if you really need them, they're there for you, or whatever the case may be, they're showing you genuine love. You let those walls down, you let them in, so that you can live your best life. You know what I'm saying? So that's my words of wisdom for today, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging with me, soaking up the knowledge. I'm hoping that you're having a good day. I'm sending love out your way as always, and I'ma holla.